9:40 on a Sunday morning. It is the last Sunday of the month. As always, we've asked our astrologer, Georgia Nicols, in to take a look ahead to July for us.
Absolutely. So we begin with Aries, and for Aries, ironically, this is a very low-key month coming up for them. They want to, it's sort of thumb-sucking, they want to retire, they want to cocoon at home, they're very focused on home and family matters, and in particular I see that they will be redecorating, buying things for their home, they might be renovating. In other words, the whole focus is on their very personal life. And that's just fine. And they might even be going through albums or stuff like that because the past is coming back to them. So it's very pulling in time for them, right? Whereas for Taurus, it's quite the opposite. Taurus is out there, rah, taking short trips, very interested in everything. They want to see new places, meet new people, do new things. They're popping up with ideas. They might be spending more time with siblings and relatives and that sort of thing. Very good time for writers, people who have to use their mind because it's a strong communication time for them. Gemini, who is the communicator of the zodiac, Geminis are focused on money, but I think not so much money as their resources and their possessions. So they have to start to figure out, hey, do I own my stuff or does my stuff own me, right? Because a lot of times you're a slave to what you own. And so this is what they have to learn to do this month, is learn how to see how to make what they own, their own resources, work for them to make their life more easy, which it should be, right? Cancer, we were just talking about Cancer earlier. Cancer, this is their birthday month. Cancers are going to be totally appropriate in putting themselves first. This is all about them, and it isn't silly for them. They're not being selfish. This is their month to go, hey, it's me. Why? Because this is their turn to restore, replenish, and recharge their batteries for the rest of the year. Furthermore, Venus is in their sign, and I would say this, it's the best month for Cancer all year to buy wardrobe items. So not necessarily to buy them for a Cancer, but for themselves. Because you know why? When Venus is in your sign and you look in the mirror, you don't mind, right? You think you look good, and then when you're in that headspace, you can buy better things, as opposed to when you're depressed, right? Then you shop for clothes, or else you buy things that don't look good. Leo is they're behind the scenes. They're waiting because their birthday is yet to come, and so they have this sort of behind the scenes energy. I see they're dealing with a lot of kind of hectic, some tension at home. But nevertheless, they're waiting to do something. So really, they should use this month to plan ahead and start setting some goals, ideally with time frames on them and deadlines, so that they can be ready when their month comes to sort of spring into action, right? Venus will go into their sign later this month, so even in July, they could buy wardrobe items. Virgo, a very popular month for Virgo. They're out there schmoozing, they're joining clubs and groups and associations, their friends are important to them, and they should know this is not a time to go it alone. They should work with other people because they benefit them, and I see them hanging out with artistic, creative types. Libra, this is the only time when the sun is high, casting this flattering light on them, and so basically in the nutshell, Librans look good to bosses, they look good to authority figures, and therefore, and by the way, this is the only time all year, they should demand the advantage, they should advance their agenda, they should ask for what they want because they've got this little glowy thing going on with them, right? So they should use it. Scorpio, they want to get out of town. They want to travel for pleasure, and if they can't travel, then they want to learn more about life, right? They want to study metaphysics and religion and philosophy and all these sort of heady topics, and they might fall in love with somebody from another country because that person looks so fascinating, right? Somebody from another culture. Sagittarians want to be the best they can be. They're on this sort of self-improvement kick. They want to turn over a new leaf. And they're very outdoorsy, so I'm sure they're going to become more outdoorsy. And they should know, though, and they will be focused on taxes and debt and shared property, but I see that they can get money from other people. So if they think they they should go after it. They can pull that off this month. Capricorns. Capricorn, the sun is opposite their sign, Venus is opposite their sign, so therefore they're focused on partnerships. So they will talk a lot to partners and spouses and this sort of thing, and they can learn a lot about their style of relating this month if they're like observant. They need more sleep. That's just a given. But they should realize that other people can help them, but they should watch their own style of relating because they can improve their relationships. Aquarius suddenly, they want to get their act together too, but in a little different way. They want to be efficient. They want to be productive. They want to be effective. They want to cross their T's and dot their I's. They want all of this. And by extrapolation, they also want to be healthier. So it's a little bit like Sag, but with a different emphasis. Sag, wanting to be better, was a little more philosophical, whereas Aquarius wants to be efficient. And they're going to just work to do that in July, and that's great. And finally, Pisces. Pisces, quite the opposite. Pisces, it's party month for Pisces. Pisces are getting really a lot of great news this year. Have you noticed? It's a good time for them. Okay, this is a great month for them to fall in love. If they already are in love, it's even still a better month. Oh my God, it's wonderful. They'll enjoy their children. They'll enjoy sports. They'll enjoy parties. And they should take a vacation. It's a fun time for Pisces.
There you go. And if you're not a Pisces, go hang out with them. They're clearly having fun.
That's a great idea.
Thanks, Georgia. To learn about your in-depth forecast for the entire year, Georgia's annual forecast for 2016 available on Kindle and on her website at georgianichols.com.